I did something in this Poor Man SuperCard video that I've never done before. It's something I've tried to do in the past, but I've never been at that level. But today I did it. And that's because you don't always get lucky with SuperCard. Now, I've had my own fair share of luck on this account, and everyone who has a new account or a free-to-play account experiences the ebbs and flows. And sometimes people get really lucky and you get some incredibly powerful cards. And there's other times where the promise of such cards is there, but you end up ultimately falling short. And that is what I'm gonna try to prevent, and that is falling short of a goal I've wanted to hit with this account since I started, I think 2 years ago. Poor Man SuperCard number 2. We're gonna try to get a codebreaker card. And so far I've only managed to get a last man standing card, and I've worked that one out. But could I crack the code? Well, that is what I had to do, the unthinkable. But with bad luck comes good luck, and I'd like to know from you, comments down below, what's the luckiest moment you've ever had? Maybe you opened up a free pack and got yourself an incredible card. Maybe Reward Mania paid out massively for you but didn't for your friends. Or maybe you did a bounty breaker and got further than you ever thought. I've seen someone do it for free before. It was like one time though, so don't get your hopes up. Before we get started on this roller coaster, I'm going to need you guys to do me a huge favor, and that is hit the thumbs up. But I'm not just going to ask you to do it without giving you something back. So if you subscribe to the channel, you like the video, and you leave that comment, there's a secret word you need as well. For that comment, I'll gift 2 lucky individuals in the comment section the ultimate gift you could ask for. And that is the SuperCard Battle Pass, where you could have the opportunity for this meta-breaking Dominic Mysterio. The game is changing every month. But let's get in the cart, pull down the safety bar, and get ready for the ride. Segway! I got 100 tickets, so I thought, what the hell, let's give it a go. You get a chance of WrestleMania 39, so maybe this will be lucky enough. Might even get a Royal Rumble 23 female. Let's go. Got a Royal Rumble there. It's a superstar. It's a superstar. Ooh, Rhea Ripley. Yes, sir. Mommy is in the house. Let's see if we can get anything else that's better than that. That is a pretty big statement. We've got lots of pixels. Lots of pixels. Lots of pixels. Extinctions. One more. Nope. Okay, so literally the highlight of the pack was the Rhea Ripley, and we'll keep the ladies, because the ladies are always good to have in the back pocket. Everything else is kind of no, not that great. But hey, what can you do? You can only try to get something good. No spring stuff either, which is a little bit disappointing, but I've got lots of train ups and lots of cards I can use to train up my mammy. Now, I am going to be getting the rain drop as well for this Primavera quest on the Poor Man SuperCard account, but right now I am just interested in this Rey Mysterio pack, which I'm unsure, because I'm guessing that the odds on this pack are going to be pretty grim, but you know, I'll accept the help with the corn and the sun, but I'm not going to put a lot of emphasis on this one. I'm just going to put my hopes and my prayers into RNGesus to bless this Poor Man SuperCard account with the luck of Rey Mysterio. Let's go. Is it going to be lucky or is it going to be sad? It's sad. Well, there's 2 new cards, I guess. We are at the very end of this code breaker, and I have to tell you, I am so stressed out, okay? Because this rank you just saw there, it is not correct. Because no matter what I do, my rank keeps going down, and we have probably one more guess in us to get us absolutely spot on. So we're just gonna hit and hope. Gotta speed up, baby. Come on, up, down, right. Super move, right. We're still gonna get points, but I'm on the edge of my seat right now. I'm really struggling. I'm not sure why it wasn't correct. Okay, so rank wise, we might be good. You've got that period of time, 10-15 minutes, where the ranking system determines where you actually finished, not where you are projected or where you was before it refreshed. You've got to wait an agonizing amount of time for the leaderboard to decide whether you actually finished in the place it says. Codebreaker's over. Main account's done okay. I think the highest rank I got was 132nd, but I focused more on Poor Man's SuperCard this weekend, and you need to play more. I played twice as much on this because when you don't have the credits, you've not just got to play Codebreaker, you've got to be playing Royal Rumble, Wild Mode, Money in the Bank to get as many picks as possible. It reminds me of People's Champion. You may or may not remember People's Champion Challenge Season 1, Season 2 event got scrapped, and a lot of people clamor for that event back based off of this amount of nerves and anxiety from me. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Although most of that was down to how limited the rewards were compared to ranked events nowadays, being the top 10,000. Back then, it was like top 100, top 200, top 500, 2,000, dependent on what era you started playing SuperCard in. In fact, the first events were between the top 1 and the top 5. There's a little throwback for those of you who are OGs from Season 1 and Season 2. Now, I will be honest, I've absolutely smashed this event. Look at some of the cards I've got. Now, amazingly, I only managed to get one WrestleMania 39 superstar, but I was able to get myself a pro second wind. I only had one, but I managed to get one off the exclusive draft board. Got a second one in this, 2 microphones, which is just what? Bobby Heenan, double stat managers that without that Cena QR code would have been absolutely essential. Most importantly though, it's allowed me to pick up the slack when it comes to the fusions, and that's where I was able to pick up this Raquel Rodriguez. Now of course you can see that Pro Cena, which I said beforehand was a necessity. I had to do this to get the credits so I could spend it on the points doublers and the bouts to get through this and to hopefully that top 10k place. I'm fingers crossed. Tegan Knox was a pro, managed to get a second of her from it. We've got Seth Rollins, Triple H, Austin Theory, which is a pro as well, Beth Phoenix, Liv Morgan, Carmella. We moved down to the Octanes, and even then I've still not had a chance to level up this Drew McIntyre or the Boogeyman, who I got from the last fusion, which again, this has helped out with. This event, if you've got the time to play it, the ranked events are seriously your friend, especially as a free-to-play player. No, you don't have the ability to get cards like this Rey Mysterio. You want to worry about those cards when they start coming into the Money in the Bank Superstore if you've got the super coins to do it. Because at this point in time, my goal was simple: get to the top tier as quick as possible, and whatever happens next, happens next. I've got even more ladder rewards sitting and waiting for me to collect them. Also, with Women's Giants Unleashed coming up next week, I got the chance to get myself not just Tegan Knox, Raquel Rodriguez, but we got Zelina and Shotzi for 2 pro female Octanes, and we also got Katana Chance and Kaden Carter for pros in Extinction tier. Need to lock that one in. But hey, the most important part is we made it through the event. I am going to pull the trigger finally on the WWE 2K23 cards. We've got what we wanted. We wanted deck balance. We got deck balance. So now I get to finally do what I've wanted this whole time. So here it is. John Boy, it's time to become a pro. So that confirms we are not yet in WrestleMania tier, but what it does mean is I can relax a little bit on hiding things like this Undertaker, which I accidentally leveled up, and I'm now trying to hide from people. It's the hardest thing recording this in advance because people can go onto your profile and see exactly what you've been doing. Literally, people can go on my profile and see that I've already got this Undertaker. I'd rather people see the fact I pro'd 2 John Cena's than I've got a WrestleMania 39 Pro ready to press the button at any time. So instead, I'm going to level Gunther just over the level of the Undertaker, so he hides the Undertaker just for a little bit longer. But the biggest thing that happened in this event was, well, I'm not gonna say it, I'm just gonna show it. Segue. Camera's not ready to roll. This is off cam, but I am sat here with Paddy, we're actually talking over videos and all the other good stuff, right? I've just had something happen that is absolutely beyond epic. So I closed the game down and reopened it so I could show it to Paddy and so I could record this moment. But I'm in the middle of codebreaker grinding. I'm trying to get into the top 10,000. And Paddy, this happens.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's why you went absolutely crazy beforehand.
Yeah. WrestleMania 39 Bailey. This has been great for poor man's account.
That's been how poor man did a lot.
That's going to get me into WrestleMania tier, basically.
Ooh.
WrestleMania tier is basically confirmed with this card. Obviously, I need to balance it out, so it's not going to be so easy, but yeah. Wowzers. Yes, what I censored out earlier on was this Bailey, which, as you saw, I managed to get from the packs from the event. I've not managed to bag another spring card, just this one that showed up in the event, caught me completely out of surprise. And for any of you who are looking and saying, hey, JB, why have you silver starred these cards? Well, I explained in a previous episode, I'm using these from this event and other cards I've managed to get in Pixel tier, such as this Natalia, and cards from Extinction tier. And I even used 2 cards from Octane tier to try and get me more Royal Rumble cards and potentially a WrestleMania spring card of some kind. But let's go and see. Did we do it? 8717, baby. Let's go. We got him. Poor Man SuperCard, first ever Codebreaker rewards. And boom, we got him. We still need to get a Clash of Champions card. And we haven't managed to go through a road to glory. Although we did get pretty far in the last one. We got to Royal Rumble with basically an Octane level tier, but it's not getting the event card. Hold up. So you're probably wondering to yourself, how did he get the credit to finish off this Codebreaker and break into the top 10,000? Well, that is actually a very good question. No, I did not buy or break the rules of Poor Man SuperCard. I simply did something I've never done before in a Poor Man SuperCard series, and I had to force myself into WrestleMania 39 tier. Now, I haven't got my freebie or anything else since, but if I go to Momentum, if I autofill all of my cards, my best cards, it will send me into WrestleMania 39 tier. Once you get into WrestleMania 39 tier, you can simply go to your achievements, triumphs, and of course, yes, you want to get your credits. So I used the game to give me the credits that I needed to get my achievement, my crowning glory, and get that Codebreaker. So I used the game to, instead of pushing myself and unbalancing Codebreaker, I simply put the momentum slots on and then took them off immediately afterwards once I got my 500 credits. And you're about to see what happens when I take them off, get to this Undertaker and Royal Rumble 23++, meaning I haven't spoiled anything. And on top of that, I got my credits I needed to make that final push. But that is another one off the list of events I want to complete as part of Poor Man SuperCard. And if you want to know how I did it, it was literally using the guide I put up on my channel and just playing this way more than my main account. So let's go get the spoils. Here it is, 8717. I don't even know how good this guy's gonna be, and you know what? I don't care. I really don't care. I'm just happy that I've got this beautiful Steph freaking Rollins card on not just my main, but on my Poor Man SuperCard, and for the first time, it's not Last Man Standing. The event I got the card from is another mode, and it's Codebreaker. Oh yeah! So I'm gonna have to keep this a little bit under wraps, I think, just for a little while. I honestly don't know how long I'm gonna be able to hide it for, but there it is. Happy as Larry. I literally couldn't be happier because it shows another event that you can do for free. And I know other people have done it in the past, but the fact that I've been able to record it, stick it in a video and say, this is how I did it, and everything else I got, literally Codebreaker has been one of the most rewarding events I've ever done in this series, in Poor Man's, across the 4 seasons or series that I've done it in. it's been the most rewarding because of cards like Bailey, all these Royal Rumble cards, the WrestleMania supports, all of which are going to push me eventually, especially this Bailey, to the promised land. WrestleMania 39 and beyond. Maybe. We'll see. But that's going to be it for this episode of Poor Man's SuperCard. Next time, QR codes. We're going to cover off every single QR code that is still available in the game. You're going to want to stay tuned for that one. And then, hopefully, as long as nothing changes, we'll emerge into WrestleMania 39 tier. I mean, before then, we might even have a new tier come into the game, so the goal, the target, will be even higher. If you did go on to enjoy the video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out by getting the video out to more people and telling me you enjoy it. And hit that subscribe button to see more Poor Man's SuperCard amongst many other things. And comments down below, what was your last event card in SuperCard? It could even be back in Season 1. Whatever the last one was, drop it in the comments. But until next time, I've been SuperZombGBBQ. This has been Poor Man's SuperCard, and you, my friend, have been awesome. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.